What's up guys, Matchstick Gamer here, bringing you another review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 64. This episode was very funny at some points, it had some action, but not as much as I guess some would like, but that's cool with me. I like the episode nonetheless. That said, spoilers ahead, let's get into the review of Dragon Ball Super Episode 64 titled Agameo Tataeo Gatai Zamasu Bakuden, which, if I did not butcher it, should translate to revere him, praise him, Fusion Zamasu's explosive birth. The episode opens with, of course, where we left off, Black and Vegeta doing a bit of a stare down after Vegeta did his whole I am the Prince of all Saiyans speech from last episode. Vegeta then, like last episode, charges in and begins pummeling Black. Black is still clearly outclassed by Vegeta. He has no chance at the moment. Black, not willing to, I guess, accept the reality, sort of goes back to his original line of, "You're just an appetizer. Don't get carried away any further." Vegeta throws Black into a building, then we cut over to Goku and Zamasu. Zamasu sees that Black is having trouble and was about to take off, but Goku says, "Zamasu, I told you were fighting me," to which Zamasu says again, like last episode, "I told you not to give orders to a god." We then cut back to Black, who is laying in the building after being thrown into it by Vegeta. Black seems to be laughing oddly and thinking about how Goku and Vegeta have bodies and energy granted to them by gods. He then follows up with, "You act like you own them, you arrogant mortals." Vegeta then fires an attack at the building, which causes an explosion and the building to collapse on Black. Vegeta knew it did not kill Black or take him down. He told Black to get up, which of course he did. Black then assumes the reason Vegeta has gotten so strong right now is due to a rage boost, which we all know of course is not the case. However, Black assumes this is the case. I guess this means Black and Zamasu have no knowledge of the time chamber, which should be obvious, but you know, some people. Black then decides that he will turn his anger into power, also thinking it will make him stronger, which it does. He then forms his energy blade, then forces it back with his hand. It kind of looks like he was going to stab the palm of his hand, to kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. After forcing the blade back to the tips of his fingers, he then reshapes it into a scythe. Black swings the scythe, which cuts an odd hole into the sky. Black was not even sure what it was, but he thinks it represents his hatred of mortals. Zamasu also believes this, as it cuts over to him saying the same thing Black was, but towards the tail end. Goku charges in and hits Zamasu, who has his guard down. Zamasu says, "You realize I'm immortal, yet you keep hitting me." Which then, of course, leads to Zamasu questioning Goku's intelligence. He also thinks Goku must be planning something, but he is not sure what it is. We then get the epic stare down of Goku and Zamasu and Vegeta and Black. Goku and Vegeta charge at their respective opponents. We then cut over to Bulma, Mai, and Future Trunks. Mai was watching from a distance and managed to save herself from falling off the building because a massive explosion happened from Vegeta and Goku charging at their opponents. So Mai managed to catch herself from falling off a building, essentially. Trunks comes out to see what's going on and what's happening, etc. Plus shows he has fixed the Mafuba jar. And Mai looks and sees Zamasu is on the way. They all wonder where Goku and Vegeta are, I should say. They tell Bulma everything and ask her how the time machine is coming along, to which she says it's going to take more time. Trunks hands the jar to Mai and says he will take on Zamasu, saying since it's just Zamasu, he should be fine. Bulma stops him and mentions the Mafuba, but Trunks, of course, says we need Goku for that. Then Bulma says, "You will do it, Trunks." We cut back to Goku and Vegeta, who are surrounded by fake copies of Black that seem to come out of the hole Black made earlier using the scythe. Anytime Goku and or Vegeta beats one, it turns to smoke, it reforms, and then another appears alongside it. To kind of give you an idea of the smoke, think of whenever Majin Buu got destroyed and then reformed himself from smoke. That's the best thing I can compare it to in terms of how it looks. Goku points out that it's not fair and that Black should fight them. Black responds by saying he will fight Goku when Goku gets angry. Black obviously trying to get more power from Goku. Vegeta then says Goku needs to use the instant transmission to find Trunks, but Goku is not able to because the hole is causing some sort of odd interference, making it hard to find anyone's energy, so that's something new. We then cut back to Trunks attempting to do the Mafuba by striking some poses you may recognize if you watch Dragon Ball Z. He does the wrong pose because Bulma did not explain it to him the right way. Bulma then plays a video she has on her phone of Piccolo showing her the Mafuba. Who would have thought that moment of Bulma saying she will watch Piccolo do the Mafuba have any meaning later? For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, a couple episodes ago, Piccolo was going to teach the Mafuba to Goku, but Goku used the instant transmission to go to Roshi's. Piccolo, of course, being somewhat depressed that he didn't get an opportunity to, Bulma then offers to watch him do it. So, pretty crazy that actually had some sort of meaning to it. Trunks gets on to his mom after watching the video, saying it's completely different, talking about the poses she had him do, to which she responded with, "Really, I thought it looked similar." After this, Bulma leaves her phone with Mai, so Trunks, I guess, can watch the video if he needs to. Then Bulma goes outside and closes the door, hoping she can, I guess, delay Zamasu. She then pulls an old tactic, if you will, out of the bag. She tries flirting with him, thinking it will work, which obviously it does not. Trunks emerges from the room with the time machine, where the time machine is, and with Mai sees Zamasu holding Bulma up by her shirt. Trunks then has a flashback of future Bulma being killed by Black. He then freaks out, charges him while in his new form, which ultimately it's obviously not going to be enough to do really anything because Zamasu's immortal. Zamasu throws Bulma off to the side, then Trunks fires a Mafuba and manages to put him in the jar first try, which is really impressive because if you remember, it took Goku all night just to figure out not only how to aim the Mafuba properly, but to sink Turtle into the jar when he was practicing. However, Goku being Goku forgot the paper seal Roshi made for him, and Zamasu got out. Black, being curious about Zamasu's ki disappearing and reappearing, flies over to find out what's going on. This causes the fake Black copies to disappear and the hole to close. Goku then uses instant transmission to warp himself and Goku over to where Trunks is. Zamasu tells Black that the mortals are not buds. They then decide to take it up to the next level and fuse. Black and Zamasu fuse using the Potara earrings. Goku says, so that was your plan all along. So the fusion of them was born, and its name is, take a guess. Seriously, go ahead, take a guess. I was actually kind of surprised they didn't really do much with this. I thought it'd be a little bit more creative, but guess what? You give up. The name is Zamasu. Yep. That's all, nothing more. They didn't really change it. They kept it the same name, but I guess when you think about it, it's both of them were technically Zamasu, so it just kind of makes sense. Also, it doesn't have two different voices. It still has the echo effect from Fusion, but you hear two Zamasus talking at the same time. And pretty much that's where the episode ends. So, what did you guys think of the episode? Did you like it? Tell me in the comments section below. Get a discussion going. By the way, what do you think of the new channel art and banner art? Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out my official Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch pages. I'll link down below in the description per usual. Thank you all, and peace. Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z/Kai, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Super are all owned by Fuji TV, Toei Animation, Funimation, and Akira Toriyama. I do not claim to own any of these. The video and any images that appear were used under fair use.